Hey guys, it's Vulcan Wolverine or Kyle. It's August 30th, and I'm making a video right now. I'm kind of scared now. They're really torturing me. I have plates up, but the guy has a generator outside, and he's like pumping up the power, and they're hitting me with these frequencies, the directed energy weapons. But while I'm making this video, is I just wanted to show my dog. It's really hurting her. And I think we need to go to the ASPCA about this because she's like really hurt. Like, I mean, she's like lethargic. She won't go outside. She's like finicky and her eyes are dilated. She keeps shaking her head. Baby, look at me. Baby, look at me. So they're like torturing her. Like, it really hurts her. She keeps yawning and trying, like, she'll start licking stuff. Like, she's like really, really out of sync. It's really scaring me because I can't do anything about it. Like, it's pretty good. I mean, I have it buffered okay, but they're getting a lot. They're starting to get the high pitched sound in, and that's really hurting her. And I can't get rid of the V2K. Like, I can buffer the stuff, but I just can't get rid of it, and it's really hurting her because she'll come and sleep right by me, and they're hitting me, and so it really affects her. And I'm very worried because I can't really do anything, like right now at the moment. Baby, look here. Like, it's really hurting her. Like, so I'm just trying to comfort her, but I don't know what to do. So, I mean, they're really hurting animals. They're torturing animals, too. Like, she keeps yawning. Like, I'll get that feeling, too, because they hit me in the head. And then I'll feel like I need to kind of, crack my neck and, like, kind of move my mouth because it really hurts the muscles around the face, around the head, the high-pitched sound and the ELF. And she does the same thing. But she hears the ELF, the stuff that I just feel like on my muscles. She actually hears that, and the EHF, it just probably rips her head up because I can hear it and it's so loud. It's such a tinnitus sound, and so for her it's probably just hell. It's probably she's in hell. So I just wanted to show the video. I wanted to do a video about how they're hurting her. She's so important. She's like my daughter, because I don't have kids, and so she's like my kid, and they're torturing the hell out of her. It's okay, baby. It's okay. So I just want to show that and get it documented. Try and stop this. Like, we have to stop these people from what they're doing. Because I'm talking to other targeted individuals. They're hitting them. They hit me in my sleep most of the time. It's just like this ritual killing. And the guy's acting like it's a job. Like, he's like, I gotta get it done. And like, he's acting like he's the victim. So it's this sick thing, like destroying American families, destroying families all around the world, really, torturing people forever. So it really is hell on earth, and we have to stop this. We have to do activism. We have to protest. We've got to put videos out. We've got to write about it. We've got to get people awake, knowing what's going on, so we can stop these people. Because this guy is just like, he keeps getting more and more gruesome. He doesn't care that he's killing my pet. He doesn't care that, like, my family is, going through financial stress because of this. He doesn't care about that. He's only going to be stopped when we get evidence and push him back, and he can get in trouble. Because the more they don't get caught, the worse they're going to get, with this. Alright, guys, I just wanted to show that. I wanted to document it. Like, I'm doing okay. They're not hitting me too hard. I just hear a little bit of mumbles on the V2K, But for my dog, it's I don't know how many times worse it is. So something that I may buffer enough so I can't hear it, she may be, being tortured and really hurt. And she's acting really weird. Her eyes are dilated. I'm very worried about her. Boo boo. And like she'll just like, that right there, I gave her a stimulus, so she perked her ears up. But she'll go into the back room and she'll just start perking her ears up for no reason, like looking around, like she hears, like every sound. Like it's she's like hypersensitive right now. Okay. All right, guys. I'm just gonna put up this video. I've still got to put up a video of last Sunday. They just there were chemtrails all over like the top of my parents' house. So my stalking's pretty big. I'm doing all right. I can't move out of the house. I'm talking to other targeted individuals, and they're like, I want to leave the country. They're trying to get away from it, get proof and stuff like that. But I think you can't move. I've heard a million stories about going to another country and they still hit you remotely. So this guy is like, he's like, I want him out of here. I want him out of here on the V2K. But then I went to my parents' house for a week and he's doing the same thing, because the program is they're trying to make you look schizophrenic. So they're going to remotely hit you anywhere you go. And so his saying he wants me out of here is just a bold-faced lie. Like the people who are, helping him, the people in the house, because there's like two other people who are like, goading it on. They feed off each other, and so they get worse and worse, and then, start saying things like, we've got to kill the guy and stuff like that. So, they keep goading it on and they keep ramping it up, But what he's saying means nothing, because he's going to do the same thing, the same V2K wherever I go, because they can hit you remotely and they want to make you look crazy. So he doesn't really want me out of his house. He wants to move me out of his house so he can make me spend money and then still hurt me and stalk me. Because it's going to happen wherever you go. That's what I've learned from targeted individuals. These people can hit you remotely. So they're getting away with it, and they don't care. It's like they don't care. They'll move you out of your house, but they're not going to stop. They want to damage you, but then they want to hurt you more and more, and they'll keep going because there's no accountability and there's nobody to stop them right now. So we got to do more. We got to stop them. They're hurting animals. They're cooking animals and people. It's sick. It's satanic to me. The guy on the V2K, he gets very insulted, and he uses that. He's like, he thinks we're Satan. He thinks we're Satanists. We've got to murder him. So he's using things and lying and twisting them. And that's kind of what they do. But I'm doing all right. I'm not hurting that bad. I want to get rid of my enclosure, and the plates are working pretty good. He's actually my organizer of this. I'd say the organizer, the main stalker. He has this huge generator outside of his garage, and so he's like juicing up whatever they're shooting at me. So I think if they add more power to their remote stations, I think they can up the frequency. They can make it more powerful if they put juice to it. If they give put more electrical power to it. Because he's got a generator outside of his garage, and he's got tons of extension cords going into his garage. So he's feeding this remote station a bunch of juice, a bunch of electricity, and that ups the frequency. But like I said, I've buffered it with the plates. Like, I got a new plate. My mom, who doesn't even believe me, she still helped me, and she gave me $500 to get a plate. And it's like, so there are good people out there who, they may not believe us, but they're on our side and they want to help us. There's still hope. Like I mean, I get hit pretty hard when I'm sleeping. I'm watching like Nightmare on Elm Street. It's kind of like that. You know, you don't want to go to sleep because they hit you harder, or they do the dream manipulation and stuff like that. So I was watching those movies and like not getting really a kick out of it, but kind of, you know, it's a catharsis. You know, cathartic. Um, that's kind of like it is. It's like they're Freddy Kruegers. You know, they attack you when you're sleeping most of all. All right, guys. I mean, like I said, I mean it's no fear or anything. But when you see your dog and you can't do anything and she's in pain, it's like I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix this. That's the scariest thing. Like the pain to me, it's like I know where I'm at. So it's not that scary. I'm not, you know, fearful about it. I'm like, okay, I'm here. But when I see family members, or she is my family member, she's basically my daughter. Like she's very important to me, and she is in so much pain. She'll go to sleep. She'll start twitching, you know, from the electromagnetic frequencies that they're shooting at me, because she'll sleep right by me, and they're basically just shooting them through her. Like to get to me, they just shoot through her. I don't think they're targeting her specifically, but she gets so close to me that you know, they just shoot through her. Boo boo, boo boo. It's okay, it's okay. I just kind of want to show her. Like she gets really kind of catatonic, and just she gets this like look, like I'll ask her to do something, like to move over or something, she'll just kind of roll over, and she really can't do anything. Like I just want to show it closely because we need to see the damage they're doing. I mean, her eyes are dilated, she's unresponsive, and it's very scary because it's her. Like me, I know my pain levels or whatever, but I'm scared because, you know, it's hurting my family. They're not physically hurting my family. I think they did the aneurysm to my dad, but I don't think they're targeting them anymore. But they are targeting me, and it's hurting my dog. I don't think they're targeting her directly. I mean, it's hurting me. It hurts my head and my chest and stuff like that. Like I moved one plate to the back, and then he started getting the high-pitched sound really, really bad to my head, and it was like my head was going to pop, and so I moved the plate back to the front of his house, and it stopped. It stopped gradually because the plate starts to work. And it takes about a week to warm up, and then it takes about 3 weeks, you know, for it to get to its full effect. Just like these plugs. I've got plugs in every plug in the house. But the problem is the guy keeps putting more weapons into his house. Then I've got the other side. These Mexican gentlemen are involved. So he's got houses around me involved in it. Everybody seems to be okay with it. You know, they have fun. It's just like entertainment. There are people who are like really against it, like involved in the houses, but they don't listen to them. They're just like they try and handle them and just convince them it's okay. So it's really, really weird. It's like a cult thing. Yeah, I have theories on it, but I won't go into that. I just wanted to make a video showing kind of what they're doing to my animal, because it's very sick, and you know she's hurting really bad. Pepper. See, she's like unresponsive. Come here, boo boo. Come here. I think we need to get the ASPCA involved. I mean, because I think they're hurting a lot of animals too. Like I know a targeted individual in New York with the dog, and it hurts his dog too. And it's like these people are torturing, they're cooking people, so I mean they don't care about animals that they hurt. Come on, boo boo. Come here, sweetie. Come here, sweetie. I got a treat for you. Come here. Come here, sweetie. Come on. Got a treat. You want a treat? You want a treat? Hey, I'm gonna give her a treat. Alright guys, I just wanted to make a video of that. I mean, you can see, it's just like she's hypersensitive. You know, she perks her ears up on everything. Then she's lethargic and stuff like that. There you go, boo-boo. There you go. And I wanted to make a video about my dog for a long time, just on her, because it's really hurting her. So I want to get that information out. I'm trying to stop it with buffering techniques like, you know, plugs and plates. You know, the enclosure. She'll sleep in the enclosure with me. They're still getting through enough to for it to be torture. You know, they're still getting through enough where it's annoying and it's torture. Now I'm trying to get work done. You know, I just can't get anything done. Like I hope I get my Social Security. I'm waiting on that. I've been waiting on that. My parents are basically, you know, floating me on everything, and so they don't have enough money to support me. I need to help them at this point in my life, and so this guy is really damaging my family. You know, I don't have fear about the pain or whatever, but it's like I did a job, like I went to a job for, you know, 7 months, and they tortured me at the job remotely, and I was driving, and it was just like, it was like a war every day. So I guess I'm not scared to go get another job, but I'd rather do another route for now, until I can, you know, until this hopefully stops. Like, it seems like there's nothing that can, you know, we've got to get evidence against these people. We've got to get tri-meters. I'm going to get a tri-meter whenever I get money, but the money is the problem. You know, it took a lot of convincing to get my mom to get me a plate, and I think now I need to focus on evidence gathering stuff, tri-meters, so I can show my parents, and I can show maybe the police the levels of microwave radiation that are coming through my walls, because it's a lot. So we need to do that. You know, at least show the people around us, you know, the tri-meter and how much microwave radiation is. And I'm gonna, when I get that, because it's only $100, like you can get it for $100 or whatever. So hopefully I can get some money soon, get that, and I'll put it on tape. But I wanted to show my boo-boo. She's really hurting. So pray for Pepper. You know, pray for us. And we'll pray for you guys. Because it's a really horrible thing. Like, it's, and I want to tell people. I do want to mention, just like, to people who aren't experiencing this, who are just looking at this and like they've never been a target individual. This stuff, it really exists. It really is a program of torture and harassment to Americans and to people around the world. It's like this underground kind of national socialist thing. Like it's kind of like a Nazi movement underground to, you know, surveil people in their houses, to microwave them, and then to get people who don't know when they go out to harass them. So this program really exists in our country. It's very hush-hush. It's very covert, but it's torturing and killing a lot of Americans and a lot of people around the world. So it really does exist. I want to just emphasize that to people. You know, it started with me when I was like 29 or 30. You know, so it's not schizophrenia. These people are really doing this, and I just want to mention that to people who don't know about it, who haven't experienced it, or maybe looking at this. So we need y'all's help. We need help because we need people who haven't experienced this, all the people who aren't involved, to start asking about it, to start being aware of it, so these people can't get away with it, because it's an underground movement. They basically, you know, they give people gift cards to harass Americans, and I guess they think it's some kind of control mechanism or policing or whatever, but it's happening to innocent Americans. And what's happening is that they're just making up stuff. They're false flagging Americans, and they're just like making up stuff like you're crazy or whatever, and you need to be watched, because they want to use all these methods to harass you, to microwave you, to hurt you. They want to use all this stuff because it's really, really advanced technology. Like, it's remote neural monitoring with these microwaves. So it's like a lot of mind manipulation, viewing of stuff, like dream manipulation. So it's very advanced technology using microwaves and RF frequencies, things on the electromagnetic spectrum. So they really want to use this stuff, and it's like they want to do the program. So what they're doing is they're lying about innocent Americans, calling them crazy, so then they have a reason to harass them or surveil them. So they're just justifying it after the fact. So it's really happening. It's very dangerous because these guys really want to do it. They really want to use the program. They really want to harass people because they do it, and they use a lot of technology to do pretty incredible stuff. Like, they can drive in front of your house right when you're going out because they're communicating through pretty advanced technology. They can stop. They've got a network on stoplights. So this guy can change stoplights on me like right when I'm coming up. So they like using this stuff because it's advanced. It's an advanced program. And it's all encompassing to harass an individual and to torture them. Like, it's all encompassing. They can get into your computer. They can mess with your electronics. They can stop stoplights. They can sabotage your car. So it's all encompassing to, I guess, go after this guy. I think it's like a military game, and he's got a target, and he's going to neutralize it and everything else. Like, he doesn't care about my parents or his wife or my dog. It's all just collateral damage. I'm the target, and he's going to target me. I don't know what he want. I don't know what his goal is, because he's like, I want him out of here, and I get out of here a lot, and then he just does the same thing. So I think his goal is just to keep it going, because a lot of people are making money off of it. People around me who I think are involved, who've gotten these brand new, like, $30,000 cars, $20,000 to $30,000 cars. So there's money involved, there's corporations involved. I think Raytheon is very involved in this because it's microwave weapons that they have patents on. So corporations are involved, and then you've got a mishmash of sheriff department and all the alphabet agencies, DHS and NSA. So it's a big network, a big mishmash of all these people. And they have this underground program. It's like a national socialistic program where they're mobbing up and harassing Americans and torturing them, really hurting them. So I just wanted to send that message out to people who don't know about this. I know I'm not speaking to target individuals. Y'all know what I'm saying is true. But this stuff is really going on, and it's like socialistic stuff. This stuff has happened before in our history. When a country becomes more social, more socialist, mobbing will happen, mobbing will occur, and they'll go after dissidents or political dissidents, or they'll just make up stuff about people, So, I mean, be careful if you go to any protests about 9/11, the 9/11 movement and stuff like that. They target people who are protesting or activists. It really is happening. I think I was targeted because I was in an apartment and like I was playing loud music and really kind of ruffling feathers, and so I got on the list. And I can't seem they won't stop. So we need your help. The people who don't know about this, we need your awareness. We need you to get involved and kind of be wary of this, because it's becoming like a huge thing in the country, and it's like people are, getting gift cards to drive around with one lights. It's really dangerous on the street because people aren't paying attention. They're paying more attention to the stalking and not driving. So a lot of innocent Americans' lives are at risk because of this. And the people who are targeting others who are shooting these electromagnetic frequencies, the directed energy weapons. They don't really care. It's like because they're not getting caught, they're in the shadows, so they don't care about people who are getting hurt because they're getting away with it. So a lot of these people, they have the mindset where they don't care about who they hurt. It's just they're not going to get caught, so it doesn't even exist. So I just want to give that message out to anybody who doesn't know about this, because it's really serious. Like, the most serious thing, and like I'm not frightened about myself. I know my pain levels. I don't care. I'm going to get through it. But the people, the innocent animal like around me, my dog, my parents, I worry about them. I worry about people like on the streets who I'm driving. They change this light. Somebody could get into a wreck. So it's really a dangerous program. It's neglectful of the safety of Americans. So these people, they're doing this stuff and they have a lot of power, over people, and they don't really care. If they don't get caught, they don't care. So we need your help. We need people's help who don't know about this. We need everybody to get aware about this. I'm gonna get more connected with targeted individuals in my community and do more. It's very tough because you're being tortured, so you're very tired, and it's hard to get up and get out and like really think like I'm gonna do this. You're kind of just trying to survive as a targeted individual. But I'm gonna do a lot more. Making videos is good. Getting awareness out. I think they really don't like me making videos. I think that really, I've got tons of views, you guys, and other people have more views than that. I have 60,000 views right now, and other target individuals have way more. So, we're getting it out there. I mean, we're getting, thousands and thousands and thousands of people aware of this stuff. We just got to keep doing it. Keep moving. Pray a lot. I need to get with God a lot more. But we can do this. I mean, just get through the pain. I mean, because innocent lives, like innocent, defenseless animals' lives, are, in danger. People are in danger. Americans are dying. They're being tortured. So it's a very serious thing, and I really wanted to just say that to people who are like, you need to take your meds or whatever. That's fine. You can have whatever opinion you want, but I just want to tell you from my heart of hearts to people who haven't experienced this is happening. The people who it's happening to, some of them it may not be happening and they think it is, but there are thousands and thousands of Americans, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of Americans who this is happening to. We don't know the numbers because it's such a covert thing that they're doing, but I know that I'm not special in this. There are many targeted individuals, and the one-light cars, the chemtrails and everything, they're not just for me. There are other targeted individuals like in my area that I don't know about. And I think that's for everybody. That's a theory of mine, because they're putting so much effort into this. It's not just one person. By logic, they're gonna get a lot of people. They're gonna try and get a lot of people and do this stuff. Just the logical conclusion of it. They're not gonna spend, millions of dollars with the chemtrails, with the paying people for the one-light cars, for the people who are torturing. Just for one person in an area. I think there are lots of targeted individuals in every, area that they are in. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end it. I'm not doing great, but I'm not doing the worst. I just wanted to make a video about my dog. She's really hurting, so maybe an avenue that we need to go through is the ASPCA. I want to bring up and if anybody wants to bring this up, I had an idea where we could just make one day every month, one day, and just keep it like that every year as a national protest day for this, or a worldwide protest day. So you just have one day every month and just keep that going, and just everybody go to their city hall, their capital, and protest, like in every area around the world, like a world protest day. Just keep those dates every month. Keep the same date every month of the year for every month, and make that a protest day. And then eventually, you might not get a lot of people at first, but eventually you might get people going to that. So if anybody wants to give that idea to FCCHS, go ahead and give it to him. I'm going to try and talk to the guy who is the head of that. But if you want to give that idea, I think that's a very good idea, to have a national protest day every month at the same day, so that every year it'll get bigger. And then we can get some. I think we have to get national news attention. I think we have to get mass media, the mainstream media, to look at this. And that's going to be hard because I think they try and cover this stuff up. They're not really reporting it. There's been a couple of really good news coverages of it, but I think that's very important. I think we can get to a point where we protest and they start taking notice of it. So if anybody wants to give that idea to FCCHS, or wherever, I think it would be a great idea to get that organized, and I'm going to try and get that idea out. All right, guys. I don't know. I mean, it could work. Maybe there's problems with it that I'm not seeing. But I don't want to live like this. I can't move, and so I'm going to have to do more activism. Get more evidence, because it is. I mean, it's my life. They're destroying my family. I can't just go. I mean, I know a lot of people have jobs with this, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to. If I don't get my Social Security, I will have to go get a job. I will do it, but it's a problem because these people really get the harassment on. So it's like, I feel like if I get a job at Starbucks or whatever, then it's like they're gonna organize harassment there. They're gonna send people in who are involved, to screw me over or something. So it's like, where you get a job, it's hard because the harassment's so thick, and they get so many people to get involved. So it's like trying to figure out a place where it's like it's a job where they have set customers. Like my last job was delivering medical equipment, so it was like they couldn't mess with that because it was specialized customers. So that was a really good job. But that's all just stuff I'm thinking about. This was really just supposed to be about my dog, and how much she's hurting. But I did want to let y'all kind of know, give you an update on what's going on with me. I mean, we all have a lot of ideas about how to handle this, and I think we, like one of my videos is just coming from all angles. We have to come from every angle until something works. We've got to try and get mass media attention, and that may not work, but we got to protest, we got to do activism. We got to try and do maybe a national protest day. Like, these things might not work. We need to do bumper stickers, flyers, things to get the word out. And not everything will work great, but if we come from all angles, getting evidence and everything like that, something will work. Something will stick, and we'll just keep digging at it. We'll keep digging at it, and we'll beat it. We'll definitely be. I have to, because I'm just looking at my baby right here. I've got to do something. I gotta stop her from hurting. Like, it just makes me sick. It rips my heart out. If anybody in the ASPCA, sees these videos, I mean, I don't know that I may get lucky and we have somebody in the ASPCA watching this. They're really hurting animals. It's torturing animals of the owners that they're targeting. So if we could get y'all involved, that'd be great. To get support from that. And I think that's another angle we can come at, because people do care about animals a lot. And we can show, if you can show your animal suffering, like mine, I would go ahead, if you're making videos, I'd go ahead and do that. because these animals are important. They're defenseless. Like, we get them as pets, and it's our duty and responsibility to take care of them, to make them safe, so they're not hurting. And like, I can't do that right now because I'm being targeted. They're hurting her with directed energy weapons. So it's like I'm trying my best to buffer it and defend us. I can't move, and I need to protect her. And the way they tie our hands is just, it's awful. It's like they're hurting Americans, and they're killing them in their homes, torturing them in their sleep. And they tie your hands, because if you try and defend yourself, your family, or your life, you'll get thrown in jail because they're hiding all the equipment that they're hurting you with. So it is a living nightmare. I'm not scared of it. Like, I've had a couple of comments, because I'll make videos, driving about the vehicular stalking, and I've had, some comments like, "Hey man, you can't have fear about this because that makes you hurt them. That makes them hurt you more." But the thing is, like, I'm not scared. I'm just trying to gather evidence. Like, I'm not out there like, "Oh my God, all this vehicular stalking," and I'm not fearful about it. But it's important that we show it. It's important that we show that evidence, because that's an angle we need to come from. So I wanted to kind of, I guess, mention, because there were a lot of comments. It's like, "Yeah, man, you can't be fearful, bro, because that's gonna." And I understand that. That's right. You can't be scared. You can't be angry. You've got to get to a good place, a positive place. But it's very hard when these people are torturing you, and especially with the V2K and the ugliness of it. But I'm just, with these videos, I'm not trying to make people fearful. Like, I'm not trying to be like, "Oh my God, they're murdering me and my animal and everybody, the sky's falling." I'm not trying to make anybody scared. What I'm trying to do with these videos is gather evidence. Just show what's happening in my home. Tell what's happening to me. Tell my story. Try and get anything out, awareness out. That's what I'm trying to do, and this is the only way I can think of right now. There's a lot of things that I need to do, activism and stuff like that. But right now, this is what I can do. I can make videos and tell everybody what's happening. So I want to make it clear what my agenda is. I don't have some kind of mysterious agenda. My agenda is to gather evidence, to tell my story, to get awareness about this, because it's really hurting a lot of Americans. We can't get help. We can't defend ourselves because the police are gonna, call us crazy. So it is a living nightmare. It does hurt, but I'm not. I don't want to. Run around like a chicken with my head cut off and scare people. I'm not trying to scare anybody about this or make them, worried about their own targeting. I'm just trying to gather evidence and tell you what's happening with my targeting. A lot of targeting is different. They may stop. Your people, your stalkers, they may be civilians, so you may be able to move away from it. I don't know. With mine, it's remote, so he can hit me anywhere in the world. And I know that a lot of people, it's that way. But I'm not speaking for every case. I want to gather evidence on what they're doing. What they're doing to me, what they're doing to my family, what they're doing to my dog. And she is my family. It's like my daughter is being tortured to me. And I know these people are torturing humans while they sleep, so they don't really care about animals that they're going through, All right, guys. So I'm going to put up this video. I'm not trying to be negative. There's still hope here. A lot of these buffering techniques have really saved my butt. They make it a lot less. So there's stuff that does work. So I'm not trying to, tell everybody, "Oh my God," I'm just trying to get information out, trying to get ideas out. We need to start protesting. We need to start getting all the ideas out to the public. We need the help of people who aren't targeted, who don't know about this. We really need them to be aware. We need them to fight on our side, because if if we look bad, or they get convinced that this program should exist, and they might go to that other side and start stalking because they think they're fighting terrorism or something like that. So we need to let people know that it's a huge lie. It's like a really, underground black ops kind of communist thing, testing these weapons and harassing people. They make up stuff. They false flag people. So we need to let people who aren't involved know that, so they don't get involved on the wrong side. So they don't let this go. They don't let this pass. Because a lot of people do just get involved. They're like, okay, well, if policemen are involved, or if whatever's involved, then there must be a reason. These people must deserve it, or whatever. I would never do that. I think that's dumb. I think you need to research everything. But it seems like there's a point in our country right now where researching things and looking into the government is actually seen as you're crazy, So just, we need those people to be aware. We all need to wake up, and we all need to use our individual minds. We don't need to become this group-thinking mob who gets involved in murder and harassment. It's a very tenuous time in our country where we need to be aware. We need to research. We need to look at the past and see how socialism and communism have infiltrated countries and murdered a lot of people. We don't need that in our country. We need to go back to the Constitution. We need to really fight. And I know people are involved in their own lives. We're trying to make a little bit of money, just to survive. But we really need to fight this, because we can't let this happen to our nation. And this underground program really reeks of socialism. They're doing it underground. They're doing it secretly, harassing people and torturing them in their homes secretly, because they know that right now, at this point, if Americans knew about it, they would fight it viciously, and it would disappear in a day. So we need that to happen, even though they're doing it secretly. We need people who don't know about this to know. We need to scream it from the rooftops, blow the horn. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. I wanted to mention a lot of stuff for people who don't believe this is happening, because it's really happening. It happens. It has happened a lot in history, but not this underground. The danger here is that if it keeps going on and more people get involved and start accepting it, then they'll be able to do a lot more stuff out in the open, and we won't be able to stop them. So they're trying to do a lot of stuff under the surface, so Americans won't know about it, because we'll fight it now. And then if it grows, they think that people will just start accepting things. So we really need to be aware. We need to be aware of this evil stuff that's hurting animals and people. It's not a game. People's lives are at stake. These false flags on people, it's wrong. It's like unconstitutional. It's against what our country stands for. It's against what humans stand for. It's really against the whole species of humans. This kind of behavior. But it's happened before in history. It stinks of socialism and communism. So we need to be aware. It's underground. I know targeted individuals know what I'm talking about, but we need people who don't know about it. We need y'all to help us do protesting and activism. We want to get y'all involved on our side, because it's wrong. We don't want anybody getting involved on the wrong side. But all right, guys. I'm gonna shut it off for now. My boo-boo's not feeling real good. My little pepper baby. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see y'all on the next one. I've got a couple of videos to upload. They kind of stopped that, so I have to keep re-uploading them. But I'm gonna get them up there. All right. I love you guys. God loves us. He's with us. He's on our side. So hang in there. Hang in there, everybody. Do what you can. Write about it. Every target individual needs to do something, though, because there's something in you that you can do. I saw a video, by a young woman who was being targeted, and she had a lot of great ideas that we all need to, write in a journal or write a poem about it. Just do something about it. Make a video. You don't even have to put it out. but get evidence, get evidence even if you don't put it out on YouTube, or put it out so you can have it when the time comes when we need it. Because we need a lot of evidence, we need a lot of testimonies, we need equipment to really record this stuff. I hope my next video, I'm going to try and get some money. Like, I'm very poor, so I'm like sucking off my family, waiting for Social Security, which really, makes me feel like such a chump. I mean, these people have really got me and my family in a vice. But I'm going to fight it. I'm going to fight it and do what I have to make money. I'm hoping the next video will be a trimeter, so I can show the microwave radiation and get more evidence. I've got a lot more ideas for equipment that may actually pick up these electromagnetic frequencies, that may be able to record them. I don't know how much the equipment's going to cost, but like I said, we need to come from a lot of angles and get a lot of evidence. I hope to get this guy into court one day. That's my kind of objective, because we've got to move this legally along, so that people become aware of it, the mass media becomes aware of it, and they can't look away, and then they'll be forced to stop this program. We have to force them to stop this program. We have to say no, and we need people who aren't involved, who aren't targeted individuals, to say no, and we need targeted individuals to say no. We need to say no to this. Like, if more people participate and go along with it, then it's going to get more evil. They're going to be like, okay, this program worked, so now we can go further. We need to say no on this one, because it's they're having stuff in our country where they're starting to take away people's rights. They're starting to just say whatever about them, to murder them, to microwave them, to control them. It reeks of communism. It reeks of groupthink and very dangerous stuff. So we need to put our foot down and say, put our feet down and say no. Targeted individuals are already doing this. If you don't do anything, it's still going to get worse. So you need to put your foot down and say no and do something about it, because there's something in you that you can do. I know that every target individual is special. We're all special, and we all have unique talents, because we're people, and people are incredible. We can do incredibly good things. So let's do an incredible good thing on this one. And people who aren't targeted, please listen. We need your help. We need to do activism. We need to protest about this. I need to do more. But if you're a targeted individual, please use whatever talent you have. If you want to just paint something about it, but do something, and you don't have to put it out. Just have that evidence with you. Have a journal of what's happened to you. Please, do something, because it's going to help. If all of us say no and we get proof and evidence and tell our stories, there's enough of us to push this back. Alright guys, I got really preachy on this one. I'm sorry about that. Like, I'm kind of preaching to myself too. Y'all know me. I'm trying to get myself to do other stuff. So like, when I do these videos, like, one person was like, you need to stop rambling. You need to stop rambling and really, get to objective points. But these videos are really for me to figure out stuff, and I'm really trying to speak from my heart, because I do feel like God is guiding me. God is with me, like the one true God, and I believe in Jesus Christ. He's my Lord. So I believe that they are directing my heart. And so when I do these videos, I do them off the cuff for a reason. And I understand people who are like, you're rambling, it's not going to help us or anything like that. But it is going to help us, because any information that we get out, any true information, the ring of truth is a certain ring, so truth when you hear it. And so getting any truth out is going to help. BS when you hear it too. I mean, these people on the V2K, it's BS. They know they're lying. They're just hurting somebody. They're making up stuff. You can hear it. It's the ring of BS. That'd be a good title for this video. No, it's probably going to be something about my dog. But alright guys, I just wanted to kind of, show her and show how it's hurting her. I'm not doing too bad, but I want to go out and get a job. I want to help my family. My family's hurting, and they're floating me. So it's really they're hurting my family. I know that these people who are majorly involved in it with the microwave weapons, they are making money from this. I don't know how much money they're making, but I'm guessing it's probably a lot, since they're, doing it and they don't care about my life, because they don't know me and they're torturing me and attacking me, so they're